It's been a
My
lot
God.
going on.
It's a lot going
It's
on,
been
man.
a lot going on.
Yeah, it's crazy out right now, huh?
So I figure we gonna go ahead and hit it in chronological order. Okay. We already got a chance to hear you talk some of your Russ talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I need you to go ahead and react to the first set of news that took place after that convo, which was Deke's homie, Kenny, getting shipped off to Philly. What was your energy when you seen it? How did you feel about everything when that happened, man?
I mean, I don't want to feel like I'm not into the I told you so. I'm not that guy.
You are. Yeah, you are. This is like with all due respect. You know how it goes.
I don't, all respect. I don't like to,
you know how it goes.
I don't like to do that, man.
I don't like to brag often, but I got you, bro. Yeah. Hey, talk your talk.
But I mean, like, I told you this. Like, I told you this 3 years ago. That's the thing. 2 years ago. Like, I been kind of had this talk with you where I was like, man, I don't know if that's it. You know what I mean? I called it Tannehill early, and I think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But I just seen he was in a place where I'm like, all right, if you going, they done signed this other one. They still saying words like competition. I'm like, it is no competition. That part was, I'm like, the competition ended when he signed the paper. Like it wasn't. Yeah, the competition was over at that point. I just felt like. I thought Kenny did what was best for him. Like I think people are mad at that and people say different stuff. I thought that was a business move.
Yeah.
Like that's the definition of two roads and I gotta choose one. Like, and I think living without that regret of like, man, I probably should have tried to hit it. I think that was the best move. Like I think he should have went ahead and he hit it. He did what he has to do. Like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm not gonna be just per se happy to do this. And that's how it happened. You know? I think you could see the little stuff. I heard the rumor per se that he canceled the workout the next day. And it seemed like people made it seem like it was a negative, but I'm kind of like, well, what did you want him to do? You know? It's like, bro, you just signed Russell Wilson. Like, I don't know if I'm about to go out there and run with you routes today. Like, you know? Like, it just kind of felt like, nah, this might not be it. And I already got receivers that's already kind of speaking against me on top of that. You know? So, to me, like, from what I heard, from what it felt like, and you can kind of hear in press conference, it was like, it just felt like it was time to go. Like, it felt like that. It just felt like the buildup was totally there. Let me go ahead and just get up out there and give me a fresh start, you know?
So I agree to an extent. My only thing is this, though. You got a chance to hear the head coach say that they want you. You're a part of their plans. You're still in every convo from a competition standpoint. And we even calling you QB1. We heard Mr. Rooney, president, say the exact same thing. That's the guy that cut the checks. Then we turn around and hear Omar Khan say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
When we look at what they gave up for Russ, it's $1.2 million. So it's not like they have a ton on the hook. What I'm saying is for Kenny, right? So it's like for Kenny, who was telling you that they were moving on? They said they wanted to bring competition, in which they did, but they don't have all this invested in Russ that turned around and that's the long-term option. I kind of looked at it as, why can't, but I looked at it like this. It's like, to an extent, people were feeling that Russ is on the decline, right? That's kind of the narrative. So if you're Kenny, right, if you're Kenny, you're the first round and you believe that you like that, I'm going into my third year here. I got plenty. I got skin in this game. So I'm like, I kind of looked at it as, bro, you ain't got to run from Russ coming here if you think you're as good as you think you are. Now, my perspective of his talent is different. Yours might be with mine in terms of how we view him versus Russ. But him as a player, it's like, bro, who is telling you that you can't compete and beat out Russ? $1.2 million don't say that Russ is guaranteed to be the guy. But if you don't think that you're going to be better than him or can beat him out, then yeah, cut your losses, go ahead and get about the situation. I get that too. But that was my whole dilemma with the situation. I'm like, bro, just because he here, that don't mean that you was going to guarantee to get beat out if you believed in yourself the way that some of his fans believed in him.
But I don't think it was, I hear you. I feel you, because you're looking at it almost like a humanistic aspect of, I don't care who he is. He puts his pants on just like
bro,
me.
If you nice, you nice. You feel me?
Let's
like, I'm trying to see what's up. Show me.
And I feel like that's what Russ said with it, where it's like, hey,
exactly.
The room's gonna be lit, man.
Yeah, like, I'm on the Russ energy, like, bro, let's get active.
But I think it's also like man, this a OG in a sense. This is a big homie. This is a $40 million. We just got him for $1 million. I think it's still like, and I know you don't count people's money, but I think
that's real. That's real.
I think you still know, hey, it's a $40 million man.
TG, you counting 40. Come on, stop playing, like, bro. Everybody looked at AB check. I got to see what the AB check looked like just once. Just remind me we all broke.
Come on. So it's like, yeah, that might be normal, or that might be, per se, like, the competition, potentially the backup, but you still got it. It's even kind of like, say he does win the competition, right? Let's play devil's advocate. Say he do win it, and now you're in the season, and he throws them first 3 passes are incomplete. So he got to go through the boos and the we want Russ and the, like, he been on that side of it. The same ones that love you or hate you.
You know that's the truth. Yeah.
So the same ones that was we want Kenny at a time, he would be on the same other end of it, like we want Russ. He was in there when the boys were screaming Rudolph. Like he probably felt that. It's something. It's always a humanistic aspect of it that we still got to remember too. Like that's a lot, you know.
No,
like,
it definitely is.
Well, especially with him being the first round pick here, being told that he's the guy, we have full faith in you. He was the starter over the last year. It's like he just kind of got his job taken in a way. Now they did say competition and stuff. But Momote's even brought this up. If Russ is doing the QB stuff in the offseason, Kenny's doing QB stuff and is inviting receivers, where are they going?
Where you at, Russ? We're going to
Now Kenny could have went the Mason approach and just said, all right, forget that anyway. I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working hard. Like there's different approaches to it. I get why he felt a certain way, though, and felt disrespected. Yeah. And if this was his way of handling it and, like, let me control my future the way I want to, then hey. I just didn't think it was a fit anymore either side.
I thought he handled it well. Like I didn't think he trashed nobody. He wasn't speaking negatively.
Yeah.
It just kind of was like, hey, it's time to go. Like I appreciate this. This is dope. I appreciate y'all. I think this is my time. Like I feel like this is the thing, man. I always say it, and they tell you don't look left, don't look right, but you can look up and be a like true career backup out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, like we're really in a time like. Where like it is hard to be a quarterback, and especially a young quarterback, you know, because like I think the confusion is like, what about the development? But these coaches don't got time to be developing you. They looking for ready-made right now. Like you talking about $1 million jobs. Like I don't have time to say develop you. I'm trying to tell you where to throw it, what your routes is.
Right.
You need to take this read and throw it. You know, I can't be messing with your foot placement at week 8. Like I don't got time for that. We trying to ride. Like you know, so it's like. I think you see this per se a little bit more polished quarterback coming to your fold. You see it coming. You're like, man, these people might forget about me. Like, and I don't want to just end up as this backup for this long period of time.
Yeah.
Or even if I do have to like, because he didn't know his situation. Like, he didn't know where he was going or whatever. But I mean, you know, even like assuming you are going somewhere to back up, it's a fresh start backup. It's like they don't know me. I don't know them.
Oh, you like that approach. See, for me, I looked at it very differently, bro. I'm like, you at least were going to get a chance to compete for QB1. That was a lot more than you're going to get in Philadelphia. You're not competing for QB1 in Philadelphia. That's not even a conversation. Now we go to the second part, which is, what did Philly have to invest in you that makes you think that you even going to be there long term?
I feel that.
We said I'm like, you sitting here, you at least you covered this season and you got at least another year to try to do something to get you hot. Right now, he's in dangerous territory. He's a bad preseason away from it getting weird. You know how that goes.
Yeah, he's a terrible preseason from XFL. I know exactly what you mean.
But I'm like, that could have been a 2 to 3 year situation here if he just takes the Mason Rudolph, shut the heck up, and get ready to compete type vibe.
I agree.
I'm like, you got loud, which I get. I get the passion. Yeah. We get it, bro. We both had people come in our spots. And you like, bro, hold on now. Why you bring him here? Why you draft this guy? Why you sign that one? But we ain't do that. Now, granted, we ain't first rounders either, so we understand where we are. But what I'm saying is you gotta understand who you are. So for Kenny,
but at the same time, no,
who is Kenny?
Don't undermine that.
I'm not.
Don't undermine that.
Because
you know It ain't nothing like being a first rounder, because if you're a
It's
first rounder,
different.
you're always
It's different.
that first round tag goes. Maybe they just didn't know what to do with you.
100%.
I just seen Mike Williams sign $15 million off of ACL,
bro. But
like,
Mike Williams has showed a little bit more. People would say.
But let's say, but don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah, because
from day
I love
one,
it. You know, I love it when you do it. I love it when you do it.
On that train.
I love it when you do it.
I've never got a ticket to that train. I never did that. You with me? I've never bought a ticket. I never bought it. I never bought it. But it wasn't just losing. It just wasn't pretty wins. You know what I mean?
It wasn't pretty.
But it wasn't just losing. But I've never bought a ticket. I'm not saying that at all. Like,
he said, I ain't even give you with all due respect. He just said, I didn't buy that ticket. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't buy that ticket. But it wasn't just losing. It just wasn't pretty wins, and it wasn't putting numbers up. You can make an excuse to anything. Like anybody, you can say the OT, the quarterback, whatever you want to call it, the balls, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, we're in a business of numbers and production. Are you getting it done or you're not getting it done? And I feel like you see them 26 touchdowns that he threw by himself. Like, Russ done threw all these touchdowns. You see that coming in. You know who you are. And, you could be like, I'm confident. Ain't nobody can beat me. But you still know that big hype is coming to your city. Like,
very true.
Let me get that fresh start. I'll go be the hype of another city. Like, in reality, he don't just have I don't think he has a negative tag on him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he don't have that Josh Rosen, like, hey, this is not it.
Yeah, this is the first move. This is the first Josh Rosen move. This isn't the second and third. Yeah, this is the first go-around.
Yeah, this is like all right, maybe they didn't get it there. It just didn't work out there. No. He still got the OC tag he can throw on. He got a couple tags that can be like, it just didn't work out here. But he can go. He still got time to, like, fight a good fight. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that Philly thing's locked up, but it ain't just locked up. Like, it ain't just like they won't move on in about a year, Or it ain't like.
So what I would ask you is this though: which situation do you think would have given him the best, just from what we know right now?
Yeah.
From a 3-year window, 5-year window, which scenario, if we just saying perfect case, everybody do what they supposed to do?
Yeah.
Which one do you still think is the better scenario?
I hear you, because I do think Pittsburgh would probably have been a better scenario.
Yeah, that's why I keep going back. I'm like, I get it, but how is this? I feel like he's in a worse situation now than he was before the trade, though.
He's not, though. It's almost like, honestly, he restarted his calendar, and he got drafted in the 7th round, and he's coming as a 7th rounder to Philly. That's
and
really
TG, you know what 7th, 6th, or anything after that is when you coming into an organization. Good luck.
But because he's not in that at all. He's gonna be in the building. He's gonna be the quarterback. He's gonna play. He's gonna be on that team. Like, I'm with you.
Bro, they gave Jalen Hurts how much money?
Yeah, a lot of money.
And he how old? And he young. He went to a Super Bowl. He was an MVP cat. Russ, how many years Russ got left?
Yeah, but I don't think you can look at it like that with Russ, because you got to say, man, this Russ could be just as long as Jalen Hurts in a sense. That could be 3-4 years.
Like, that's legit.
Jalen Hurts took a little bit of step back.
That's legit. That's legit.
That's what I'm saying. It's not that comforting to be like, man, this ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing to be like, no, like. That Russ could get to where, and now you're sitting at home in your own house, and you're just like, man, I can't get that.
Yeah, like, where do we got Hurts right now? Is he top? He's probably top 10, but like.
But I get what you're saying. It's not about where he's at in the league.
Russ might not be that far off from top 10.
I'm saying Hurts to Kenny, Russ to Kenny. Like, I'm looking like, can he beat that out? And I'm like, the offense is designed for him specifically.
Oh no, I'm talking about them just like taking another step back, like this year, like Russ getting older, Hurts just continuing potentially poor play, getting hurt or stuff, something like that.
I feel like even bigger than that, you're saying that girl loved Jalen Hurts over there. She
married him. They threw the ring, the party. They gonna fire the coach before they fire Hurts. Is what we know.
Like y'all was. Like, you was dating over here. You had a little shot over here. Yeah. They love that over there. Like, that's
they will fire if Hurts and the Eagles take another step back, Sirianni will be fired this year, bro. They go still roll with Hurts. Whereas here in Pittsburgh, Kenny won't go have that pressure.
Yeah, I think the only
go ahead, I think they fired the coach before they fired Kenny.
But he still could have but he could have backdoored this whole season if he wanted to, is what I'm saying though. and we never bring in Justin Fields.
I'm gonna say it like this, like, cause like this one's a close one to my heart.
100%,
like,
yeah.
Like I was the dude at the Steelers. I left the Steelers.
You left,
in my career per se.
You left.
It shortened me like 2-3 years out of that.
All right.
Cause it's like you can buy you 2-3 more years out of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And now you make your next move, and then you got longer moves off. I get what you're saying. You're talking about almost like the person,
right? You trying to? Do you want to maximize your career, or you trying to bet that you trying to bet it all now? I feel like this is a put it all to the table now.
That's the difference. You're looking at it like, yo, be a good worker, come in here, buy your time,
buy yourself some time, buy yourself some time, bro. Gino, like, Mason Rudolph, bro, buy yourself time. We're watching Mitch Trubisky's buying himself time.
He done Bakered this thing. He done jumped out there like I got to do it now or else it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I get where you're at.
I'm like, that's a lot more urgency on you. And at least with Baker was going in a position where he was competing to start or he was getting the football in his hands. He got to hope that Hurts go down.
But I think you still see somebody like the Drew Lock story. I think you still got to see.
But what is Drew Lock's story, though, right now?
But Drew Lock, now he's starting to get back in it. But Drew Lock went from starter to totally on the bench waiting for a long time.
Now what is he? He's
but what is he, though? Yeah.
Is that like competition?
Because you got Daniel Jones out there for 40, though.
So you back in the same boat. And I think that's what...
You catch what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. But I think that's the Kenny boat if he stays more than like... And I see what you see because Drew Lock...
Drew had his opportunity, not just in Denver, when he also got shipped to Seattle. Because remember, that's where he got beat out again. That's when Geno beat him out. But he had a chance before they brought in Russ over in Denver.
But he went into Seattle with a situation like he was gonna have here. Like it was already it was his to lose. His the game. Like,
very true.
Like it was a competition.
And he also got hurt in the competition as well. And that's when Geno got a chance to really show some more.
Russ's competition, bro. Russ was gonna have to come out here looking like horrific.
And rightfully so, because Russ is proving more at this level.
Man, they done paid Russ $40 million. Like, I don't want y'all to sleep on this. This is a $40 million quarterback.
You know we on the same page.
Yeah. It's somebody that's put they everything into this man. Like, here, bro, you can have it.
Hey, TG, we talked a little bit before you came on the show. We talked a little bit about just when we're talking the value of a player as it pertains to the contract and his production versus just the player. And we kind of brought up like Dak, Cousins is like, yo, at $40 million, absolutely not. But if you're talking $1 million, $5 million, it's a no-brainer. Those dudes, the value that they bring, but that's the debate with where we are right now.
Man, it was no way. And out of in hindsight, because one thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers, they love them a good deal, man. You call it what you want, but they love a good deal. It was no way in this world that they was gonna let a $40 million quarterback sit around here for $1 million and not grab that. Like, there's no way. Yeah. Not the Steeler way. Like, I need it, and I need it now.
Yeah, and it's cheap. Come on, bro. We're waiting on, man. What are we waiting on?
Yeah. I can get this for $1 million. Why wouldn't I go get this, you know?
Yeah.